never see the lights out. They get me overdrive. Fancy on a fast car. This is how you make me feel. Don't shit.
Trading is all about experience. It's to feel the adrenaline running through our veins. Like all the things we do that excite us. Whatever world we come from or live in, there are people that are born to succeed. They're called special, to hustle every day for an opportunity of a lifetime. Looking for the challenge to shape our future is something that's in our DNA. A privilege just available for a few. Traders, we see things differently, paying attention to every small detail that would maybe go unnoticed by the common eye. On or by the edge is our playground, with a constant strive for glory, seeking for a new tomorrow. Do you feel special? Take back control of your investments.
Hey, what's up, guy? So welcome to this forecast video. I was planning to make one on Wednesday, but we literally saw how the market changed today because I was projecting for today to be a buy day. And yes, we did actually get into a buy, but eventually our stop loss got hit because I was anticipating that the market would continue on higher. And I didn't take my profit when we reached 100 pips. So I basically took a loss here because when the market was coming down, I was expecting it to just be a retest and continue to the upside. But it did not do that. Instead, like I said on the video of yesterday, for us to be officially bearish, we should we should break below this low right here, and we did break below this low today. So that means that this week might potentially be a bearish week on gold. But I'm not fully sure about that, and I will be explaining it to you guys. So if you look at last week on Thursday, and yes, we did get into this buy on Thursday. And how did I get into that buy? I basically took out my Fibonacci tool and I basically plotted the premium and discount area on my chart. And when I actually plotted that on my chart, and when the market came here and retested the discount price level on Thursday, and then I started looking for buys. But the thing is, price never really reached this fair value gap before it took off to the upside. We only got to it today. So now that is making me think, are we truly bearish? Isn't this just a liquidity gap eventually continue higher? So like that is the scenario that I have in mind. That is my thesis. But according to classic market structure concept, the market is bearish. But based on my experience, there are some rare cases where the markets will indeed break below a low on higher time frame low that it must not break. And eventually you see it going to the upside the very next day. Just like it happened around here. You see? Like the same scenario happened around here. Like we broke below this low. And many people were thinking, hey, we're bearish. And I was also selling around this area. So then again, I'm thinking, is this the same scenario repeating here again? Is the same scenario repeating here again? Like that's the whole thing that is in my mind. Because the reason why I was selling around this area was because we broke below a major low. And if you're going to be using classic market structure, like once you break below a major low, now your point of focus would be selling on every resistance you find. And then there was a resistance around here, and then I made use of the resistance to sell, but it did not work out because there was also support, underlying value support around here, and the market reacted of it. So looking at the market for today, when will I consider tomorrow to be a buy day? So we already took out Thursday low, and it could be a liquidity grab, but we did not get a 1 hour shift yet. And if for some reason we see that the market is not willing to take out the low of Monday, if the market isn't taking out the low of Monday in Asia or in London, and we arrive in New York, and for some reason we also have gotten our bullish shift on the 1 hour chart, then I believe that tomorrow will be a buy day, and we should not be using this area as a resistance point to sell. Your stop loss will get hit. But if I see that the market is willing to take our previous day low, like in Asia or in London, then I will consider tomorrow to be a classic sell day. And then the market is officially back to bearish. And that is it for my view for today on gold. But when I look at it at the 4 hour chart, like I'm not yet fully convinced that the market is fully bearish yet. I'm not convinced of it because if you also use the trend line, if you also for the people that are trading, like trend line is very powerful if you're using it on the 4 hour chart. You can clearly see that the market just retested the bottom trend line. If the market is in the long term run bullish, the bottom trend line is very powerful. Like every retest on the bottom trend line, you should be buying on it. So I'm also thinking, so like you see, like my previous day low concept is also aligning with the trend line. So like as long as we see that the market isn't willing to break below this trend line, we'll just look for buys tomorrow. But if we see that the market has broken below this trend line, then we'll be looking for sell. Like now, do you guys see that every concept out there kind of overlap with each other? You know, like trend line trader will be looking for a scenario like this. But me personally, as an ICT trader, I'll be waiting for the market to go below previous day low first. Then I'll be considering tomorrow, which is basically today in the market time. Then I'll be considering the market to be bearish if we finally manage to get below this low. But if that doesn't happen, then I'll be looking for long. So that is my game plan for tomorrow. And I hope you guys all the best. And don't forget to pre-register for our future mentorship that is upcoming. Like for those that register, you will be getting 30% discount on the mentorship. And yeah, that was it for today. And stay up to date on my Telegram channel for free daily updates. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow then.